What's up, guys? It's your boy Miguel giving you your daily dose of radiation. In today's video, we're covering, Miguel, how did you know that being an X-ray was the right choice for you? How do you stay motivated? Do you like your job? What? All these questions that a lot of people who are new to our profession ask. And I will tell you the following. I am a night shift X-ray tech. Been doing it for 4 years. Been loving every single moment. Living the dream, as many people say at work. Living the dream. So to give you context, when I was in college, I was dabbling between being X-ray tech and doing some IT work. And I ended up choosing this simply because I sat down one day and I'm like, Miguel, what do you really love? And I told my dad, I want to study, to look at the dinosaur bones. And he told me, he's like, son, how are you going to make money? And then I explained to him what my process was. And he's like, look, the best I can do is I'll pay for you to do x-rays and you can look at human bones. And then later on, if you want to go back to school and get a job and be a paleontologist, you can. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'll do that. So I ended up here doing x-rays, which I just love bones since I was a little kid, since the day I watched Jurassic Park. If you're curious why there's a Jurassic Park, there is your question. Why the logo is the Jurassic Park holding the little x-ray board with the raptor claw on Vic. So I just always loved bones. I've been amazed by it. It's just astounding, especially the dinosaur bones, how they stay preserved for that long. That alone, and wanting to do something that I know I can help people out has always been, meaningful to me. And if I can take the both worlds and combine them, and even now looking at it, it's a job security, job stability. Like it's been amazing. Especially night shift, I've been loving night shift. I know it's not for everyone. Some people steer away from it, but I'd say if you can, just try it, do it a little bit, and come back to me, okay? Because if I technically was never supposed to work night shift, I can't even stay up. My lady can tell you, she's a nurse, that when I'm off my 7, it'd be 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, passed out. And my lady's like, how do you do it? How do you constantly stay up? And I'm like, caffeine, baby, coffee all day. And a little bit of energy drink sometimes. And money, Some people are built a little bit different. There's people I've seen that can do it who are just night owls and they can just stay awake without no problem. I would say I'm more of a daytime person. So if you're like, Miguel, what would be your ideal situation? It'd probably be waking up at 5 a.m. and doing that kind of shift. From 5 to 5 would probably work best for me, especially with my kind of sleep habits and the way I be performing. That would be my ideal, but due to me having kids and family and a bunch of other responsibilities, this is kind of works for me. And if anyone's out there as a parent, especially if you're with your other person, especially with little kids, having someone in the days of the night is kind of ultimate coverage in a way, because let's say the kids get sick, daycare, school won't take them. I mean, it's gonna suck, but you, like me, I'm the night shift one. You can stay awake, you can watch them, you have unlimited coverage on the daycare side. And sometimes even holidays, sometimes these little goobers have vacation and there's no daycare available. You, on your days on, you're not gonna sleep that much, but you can have ultimate coverage on it. It works out perfectly for me. And especially with my 7 on, 7 off, if I want overtime, I just have to sacrifice one of the 7 days off. And it kind of feels a little bit more doable compared to if you work the Monday through Friday and all you have is 2 days off. And then you work one day, you only have really 1 day off, and it kind of not that I feel like work-life balance type of deal in those situations, but I feel to me, it worked out pretty good. I enjoy every aspect of it. doing chest x-rays, one view. It is easy bread and butter. The only part that sucks is doing the morning ports at night. I will say that is something that kind of got used to, but like you will piss off everyone in the hospital because you're like 2 a.m. You're like, good morning, I'm here to do your chest x-rays, and patients will be like, and they're like, what? And you'll have like three situations. They'll be like, okay, I'll let you do it, but can I get some coffee? And you're like, oh, okay, whatever. So you do it. And other ones, why are you here at this ungodly hour? And then the other times they'll be like, no, go away. And then you'll ask the magical question. So do you not want it? Or do you want day shift to do it? And they're like, no, I don't want the chest x-ray. So you're like, all right. He said no. He said the magic word no. Or he's like, oh, he wants to do it later. Who am I to tell the patient? Who am I? And sometimes the nurse will be like, yo, he really needs it. You're going to do it. So they're going back and talk to him. But besides that, it's a wonderful career. It's better than being a nurse. I'll let you know that. My lady's a nurse. You got to be built a little bit different to be a nurse. I mean, you could potentially make more money than we do, but at what price? At what price? So, yeah, I enjoyed quite fondly. And if you're still watching, I make videos for all aspects of radiology to educate the peeps. Because if you go on the internet, on the YouTubes, there's a bunch of videos of nurses stuff and doctor stuff and RTs and all these other stuff. And I feel like no one's really making very specific topics to help the younger generation or the next generation. Because I know when I was a student, there were some questions I wanted to know, but I was kind of afraid to ask some of my techs. Because, I mean, you're just like, I don't want to bother them. They're here working. Well, I'm here to give you that knowledge. So if you check out the repertoire of videos that I have from every single aspect. If you're like, Miguel, what do I do when the internet goes down? Boom. What do I do if my machine's not working? Boom. There's another video. What do I do when the nurses are in the way? Boom. What do I do? Intubate. Like all aspects of this profession, I will be giving you the deets, the sauce, giving you the insight. But don't be asking me no question about the boards, because you can't. You made as a certified AART board certified man. You hold that profession. You will not talk about the board exam. But it is something that, I'd rather not touch on it. You're not supposed to talk about it. Team 75, though. Team 75. That's all you need. And you can join this profession. Same thing with, the nurses. Theirs is kind of weird. But Team 75. That's all you need. And you can do it, too. I know it's going to suck being in school. I did it. Everyone else who was on this team did it. But it'll be worth it. Maybe. All right. See you on the next one.